Well, good afternoon, everybody. I'm joined today by City Attorney Spencer, by State Senator LaTanya Johnson, by two Assistant Chiefs, both Formolo as well as Waldner. I believe Chief Lipsky of the Fire Department will join us soon. We're also joined today by representatives from Downtown Business Improvement District number 21. And they've all joined with me today because they're troubled, as I am, about what happened here in our city just yesterday, not too far from where we stand. I have no doubt at all that the vast majority of people who came downtown did so with the intention to be nonviolent, to enjoy the atmosphere of the Milwaukee Bucks as they continue on in their playoff run, something that's making our city proud. But unfortunately, there were a small number of people who were not coming down here with those intentions, who wanted to cause destruction in our city. That can't stand. Obviously, again, those people who came down here, they had other intentions in mind, and we need to be focused on those people that do those things. So the police can provide additional details, but a number of arrests were made as a direct result of the actions that happened last night in the city. To be clear, and let me be very clear, I fully expect that when people cause death, harm, and destruction in Milwaukee, that they should be held fully accountable under the law. Right? If folks break the laws, they should be accountable for their actions. I've said that time and time again, that if somebody hurts somebody in this community, if they cause death, if they cause harm, if they cause destruction, they should be held accountable. And by the way, if somebody takes out a gun and they fire that gun into a crowd of people, then guess what? They should go to jail, and they should go to jail for a long time. We cannot have that in this city, nor anywhere else in this state, nor anywhere else in this country. So that's something that we all have to say. And by the way, as well, I'll say this. Before somebody gets to the point where they have a gun and they're upset and their tempers go off and they decide to shoot in a crowd, in a crowd full of people, you got to think about whether or not those folks should have access to a gun in the first place. I don't think it's crazy to say that those people should not. They obviously don't have the responsibility to wield the weapon. So we need to work to make sure that there's repercussions for folks when they do things like that, but we also need to work on the preventative end to make sure that individuals don't have that access to firearms in the first place. So the activity that happened in the Deer District was safe and it was orderly. The activity inside businesses in the area was also entirely lawful. Unfortunately, though, some of the crowds that gathered on Water Street were not. Anywhere in the city, when crowds gather and unlawful activity occurs, what's going to happen is that we're going to take action. We're going to do something about it. What happened here in this neighborhood last night, it will not be tolerated. We will not tolerate these sort of actions in Milwaukee. It is unsafe. It's inherently unsafe. We've consulted with legal authorities about options that are before us, and there will be restrictions and limitations in place. To put it simply, if you intend to loiter, if you intend to act out, cut up, if you intend to do anything that is unlawful, then my message is simple. Don't come here. Don't come here. Don't come down here. Don't mess it up for everybody else. Formally, I'm issuing a limited emergency order that imposes a curfew for all individuals under the age of 21 years old in the immediate area for tonight as well as tomorrow night. And that boundary that we're talking about, the entertainment district, will be Bell Phillips Avenue on the west. It'll be Broadway on the east. It'll be Knapp, McKinley on the north, and State Street on the south. There'll be additional police in place tonight as well. Other city departments have also been mobilized to help with our efforts to address what's happening. And we've been having planning discussions over the past several hours on the incidents that would happen here. And when we need additional resources, if that were to happen, we're ready to deploy those resources. To those who were injured last night, I am hoping for a prompt and speedy recovery. You came down to enjoy yourself, to have a good time in our city. And people should be able to do that downtown or anywhere else in Milwaukee. And I want that to continue happening. And we will take the steps to make sure that downtown and our neighborhoods are safe as well. So to the businesses, the residents, and the visitors who also share my alarm, you can be assured that we're moving forward with every reasonable tool that we have. And with that, I'll pass it over to Assistant Chief Walter.